This is Newport Beach 5 years ago in 2012.
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows, only time? And who can say if your love grows as your heart shows, only time?
And this is Newport Beach 111 years ago in 1906, the year that local government was incorporated in New South Wales and Warringah Council was created. One of the new council's first actions was to plant Norfolk pine trees along Barrenjoey Road. You can see the planter boxes built to protect them in this photo. Joan Lawrence's pictorial history of Pittwater showed Newport on its cover in 1956, 50 years after the trees were planted. The rate of growth can be calculated from these photos. It's slow. In 2017, after a further 60 years, these trees are larger and still growing, and they have become as iconic to Newport as they are to Manly. If these trees go, so too does Newport's character and history. The unwanted Beeline bus project being foisted on Pittwater threatens these trees.
Okay, this is Neptune Street. This is where the Beeline bus is very likely going to end up. There are marks on the road, more marks on the road, and the clear intention after being welcomed to Newport Beach is to follow is that the Beeline is going to cut in here and we're going to walk the marks, now faded but still clear enough to understand. There's one mark and there are the trees. All the trees that are in the 1906 photograph. There's another mark. If the excavation was done to there, that tree could not survive.
Recently, at Mona Vale's Village Park, when citizens asked directly of the Beeline project team what these ground markings meant in relation to the trees, they were misled.
We're not taking the whole lot. We're not taking the whole lot.
We suspect that Newport is also being misled. In the Manly Daily last week, local member Rob Stokes said that the suggestions that the Newport Norfolk pines would be bulldozed was misinformation, fake news in effect. We say, categorically, that misinformation is Stokes' shtick and that Stokes routinely deploys it. Stokes misleads people into thinking he is acting on their concerns and input, when what he's really doing is deliberately stalling. It's all smoke and mirrors. He knows that eventually government legislation will catch up, think council amalgamations, or that citizen efforts will be so blunted by his lack of action and clever obfuscation that they will run out of steam. Think of Dr. Suzanne Daly's 12,000 strong petition to save Mona Vale Hospital that Stokes delayed for months and eventually managed into oblivion. That's the hospital Stokes intends to bulldoze, by the way, despite all his pretty words. The opening lyrics of Enya's Only Time are who can say where the road goes, where the day flows, only time, which is strangely appropriate in the case of just where is Newport's Beeline indented bus stop to go. Stokes has directly linked himself to the future of these trees. If they are damaged, so too will be what little credibility he still retains.